morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and those who are neither, wherever you are in the world. I'm Rambling Rusty Elm, and this is Rambling with Rusty. Last time on Rambling with Rusty, we made our way down the eastern side of East March, and we've just about completed most of the zone. However, we do have a few side quests to do before we get into the final story quest for the zone. So we're gonna head out and do that today. Hopefully we will get it all done. We'll be able to do the final story quest tomorrow, but we'll just have to wait and see. So without further ado, let's get it going.
Who knew, party? I returned triumphantly from glorious mission to Dark Elf lands, and Thane Mera put me in charge of the pickled fish. You do a great service for Rigurt.
So normally I would prefer to just ignore Rigurt here, but his missions actually, his quest in this zone actually leads into some of the zone side stories. So we're going to go ahead and do that.
What are we drinking to?
We're just going to go ahead and recover that. Skip talking to this guy.
I could eat more than all these contestants combined. They dishonor the king with this poor showing.
This is actually the quest that was supposed to bring us down into here.
Greetings. What brings you to my pier in the middle of Shore's bones? What with the giant attack and all, I completely forgot about all that. My sincerest apologies. Here you go. Maybe. Hopefully. Lots of folks say the land is cursed now. Nords can be pretty superstitious, you know. It's pickled fish. No one actually eats this stuff. It's more of a tradition than a food group. I've even seen a starving horker refuse to eat these stinky fish. It might be good for keeping the wolves away, though.
Watch your step around here, stupid Stormfists! Stupid Orcthane! What a mess they made! Field-gore Orcthane and his Stormfists! Nothing but cowards and thieves, if you ask me. Soldiers are supposed to be honorable, noble. But they slaughtered the Volyar family. They killed unarmed civilians. They killed my brother's wife. They wanted free mead. Can you believe it? Savages, the lot of them. My brother Heraldar plans to get the meadery up and running again. If you want to lend a hand, talk to Heraldar.
I've got to get the meadery open again. I made a promise. You picked a bad time to visit Volyar's meadery, friend. It used to make the sweetest mead you ever tasted, but that was before the Orkthane's thugs showed up demanding free mead. More than you know. They killed my wife, Inga. She was Old Man Volyar's daughter. I planned to reopen the meadery. My brothers came to help. We need to get rid of the Stormfists, and I'm a farmer, not a fighter, and the place is still crawling with Filgor's thugs. Maybe you could get into the meadery and make sure it's safe. Once inside... We followed you, and Iraldar dealt with the remaining Stormfists before heading back out. The meadery is completely secure now. Rorold is already at work downstairs. We want to start filling orders as quick... Thank you. As soon as we're up and running, you can have all the mead you can drink. Oh, by the way, have you met my twin brother Iraldar yet? Iraldar's outside somewhere. He hates losing, and I know he wants a crack at the orc bastard that killed my Inga. If you see Iraldar, make sure he isn't in over his head.
The bees are too agitated. They must be calmed to produce the most flavorful honey. The Stormfist ruffians chased a giant across the road, right into my beehives. It's scaring the bees, and frightened bees make bitter honey. You need to get rid of that giant before anything else. Wait, it's coming. Another one of my brilliant ideas. There! And that is why Haralda made... Well, it was just...
Oh, blasted Stormfist cow! If I hadn't taken a dagger in the ribs, I'd deal with these damn Stormfist myself. I'm the tough one. I've taken down some of the Stormfist soldiers, but their leader Kazok still lives. He's the one that killed poor Inga. As long as he's alive, these bastards won't leave. Kazok's camp is up the path behind the barn. Take out more of his troops. An orc head on a...
hungers for blood.
I saw the whole thing. Well done. I wish I could have helped, but
you had everything under control.
You're brave, reaching in there
Meet me
like
down
that.
near the barn. We need to stick this ugly head on a pike. I can't wait to tell Haraldar that this Kazuk... Nothing yet, but it needs to get stuck on one of these pikes. That's where it... Ha! That is a thing of beauty. Kazuk, it might be ugly. Now we can put this meadery back together again. Thanks.
How are the bees? And you brought me its toe. I was only joking about that, but thank you. I started organizing things here. I don't suppose you ran into my brother. I sent Bjorl to get a barrel of apple blossom honey from the barn. He probably got lost. But I need that honey to make more mead. Could you get the honey? What do you think mead?
Don't give in.
Go away, honey. In a moment. I don't...
Have lots of ideas for new flavors of mead. I just need wonderful. I'm sure it will make a delightful mead. And another batch is ready. I would be honored if you'd be the touch of this.
Well, look who's finally up and about. You really can't hold your mead. Rorode's latest batch must have been pretty potent. The Volya name has always stood for fine mead. In memory of my wife, we plan to continue that tradition. Thanks for your help.
Welcome to Volyar's meadery. Please excuse the mess. Sorry. We had some trouble, and there hasn't been enough mead to fill the order. I'll get it on a cart as soon as possible. Here, take this bottle. Not since you put that orc's head on a pike. You'd be surprised how much business the orc's head on a pike has brought to the meadery. Thanks again for taking...
And up we go.
Come on, help us out here. We have deadlines to meet.
Welcome back, my most excellent friend. How goes the hunt? Excellent, and just in time, too. We must well... We should drink to something.
You know, never mind.
Do you think I'm pretty?
Oh, hello, my excellent friend. Thank you for drinking. Why would you say that?
More drink over here.
Excellent. Oh, you are... What? Don't be silly. Welcome to bustling city of Windhelm for King Yoren's amazing corn and liquor celebration. We greet the ambassadors of the glorious Dark Elf and Argonian nations with stinky arms and open fish. Let Rigurt be the first to welcome... One moment, please. Let me just check my notes. Ambassador Flies of Steel and Ambassador Normal. Ha!
Ha! How amusing! King Yoren sent his court jester to receive us. Bravo! Bravo, I say.
What an interesting form of greeting. I may never truly learn to understand the dry skins. Perhaps we should head to the inn event.
Yes. Cracking suggestion. Perhaps they'll have something other than that. What is that awful Nord beverage? Oh, yes. Mead.
That fits amazingly well. Nonsense!
Bottoms up.
I don't believe this. I'm not leaving until you let us in.
Let's see. We have a delve back here, and we have this and a delve here. I gotta go find Agvar over there. We also have the public dungeon here. So let's see. And another delve here. So we got 3 delves. Looks like we will be at this for a little while. A couple more days at least.
Watch me go! Anyone else?
So Draugr count as zombies.
My magic will destroy you!
That's good to know.
That was fun! Break free! Feels good to get the blood pumping, right?
It is not there. He is not here, so pause it is. Alright, we're back with the boss fight. That was quick and it was easy.
You want to die? My magic will destroy you. Nicely done. Time to bring the lightning.
Get yourself a drink, and one for me. Buying and selling.
For you, we strike. Well? What can I do for you? These are my mother's.
I erect the spine of inebriation.
A toast to drinking. Hey, grab a drink. We couldn't stop laughing.
Easy to get lost in a place like this. I think that's one of my favorite parts about cities. Magister here never let me watch them do this. So interesting.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to bring us to the end of today's episode of Rambling with Rusty. Next time, when we come back, we will head inside this delve here that we're at and see what trouble awaits. Until then, I'm Rambling Rusty Elm. Have a good night, and don't forget to stop and smell the roses.